Attention!
Temple Island, ready to go. So the pressure very much on the big guns of this competition in the Princess Elizabeth. St Paul's with a clean start, looking relaxed. Good path down the river. Yeah, really well out. St Paul's there.
Yeah, both crews off in a straight line. It's good to see. And both crews, of course, are heavyweights of the school rowing world. Both have a long pedigree in this event. As far as these schoolboys are concerned, this is what they'll have trained for their entire school rowing career, representing their school in Henley in the Princess Elizabeth.
And St Paul's there already, quarter of a length, maybe half a length up. They're looking for the Triple Crown. Emphatic victories at the schools head of the river and the National Schools Regatta as well, and that's an early lead they've established over Abingdon, and they look really classy and well organised already.
They do, and the quality from both crews is good. Abingdon obviously know that they're down. We can see them on our screens now. They need to settle, they need to just relax their shoulders and trust that they can hang on and put St Paul's under pressure a little here.
But at the moment it's St Paul's moving away. Abingdon, along with Eton, have really dominated this event over the last 10 years, so it could be something of a changing of the guard if St Paul's can fulfil that potential. Scotch College from Australia won it last year, beating Bradley. It's been a very impressive start. Nothing too subtle about the game plan from St Paul's. Get an early lead and try and hang on.
That's right. We heard from their coach, Bobby Thatcher, earlier on in the week. He said they're pretty relaxed. They're just focusing on each day as it comes. They're just looking forward to getting into the swing of things, and they've certainly got into the swing of things here now. You can see Abingdon just a little bit off their line there, and St Paul's straight, relaxed, long strokes, and they can certainly see Abingdon and relax into their rhythm now.
Joseph Salter there. Cox staring into the eyes of Connor Brown in the stroke seat. I'm getting older, or they're very young, 17 and 18 years old. More than in the boats.
Yeah. And what you can see here, St Paul's doing really well, is just having that tiny bit of patience at the finish of the stroke to let the boat run before rushing onto the next stroke. It's a bit tougher for Abingdon to get that from from a position of being down, because you always feel that you've got to do more when you're down. But when you're up, you can just get that moment of run, and it can give you, Tim, 2 or 3 inches per stroke. And that's why in rowing you just want to be ahead so much, because you can technically row better when you're ahead because of the relaxation that comes with it.
Technically and mentally as well. You talk about the relaxation. I mean, mentally, once you get up and you've got them in your sights and you know exactly where the race is sitting and the confidence is there and you're feeling good, it just makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, they are in control now, St Paul's. I mean, you'd say that was 2, possibly 3 lengths, and they know now that they can react to anything that Abingdon might do.
Yeah, they dropped their rate down just in the last few seconds, haven't they? And they're taking it pretty steady. They've got a really firm grip, vice-like grip on this race at the moment. They can just toy with Abingdon, having got that early first half mile under their belts.
And any of you who can see this crew now, just watch how the hull starts accelerating right from the beginning to the end of the stroke. I think you can really tell a lot about a crew for how much of the time the boat seems to be surging for. Is it all of the time the oar is in the water, or just a proportion of that time? And for St Paul's, it's all of the time, so that means they're really well connected in the beginning of the stroke.
James Salter, the Cox of Abingdon, will have his work cut out. A glance over the shoulder from Cox Axel to Bossard, who wanted to see where Abingdon were. He'll be pretty pleased to see that the margin he's cut out there.
And for Abingdon now, it becomes about pride. You know, they know that it's highly unlikely that they'll be going through, but are they going to leave anything in the tank? Are they going to row past their parents with anything left to give? They're not. They're going to absolutely drain every last ounce of energy. They're going to take it up to the line. They know this will be their last race of the regatta, but they want it to be the best race of their season, regardless of the result.
Records are interesting, and today it's very still, really, isn't it? The water should be pretty quick, I should have thought. Would St Paul's be even slightly interested in breaking records? I think the answer is no. Just looking at that stroke rate, they are just dawdling along now, aren't they? You get the feeling that come Sunday they might be able to put down something special, but today I don't think we're going to see anything special in terms of time.
It doesn't look like it from the way that they're rowing, and to be honest, they might be waiting for that little bit of a tailwind. With the stream being so low at the moment, we could cope with a bit of a tail without it getting too choppy.
But the time to Forley was a record. So,
oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and that just again underlines the game plan, doesn't it? Charge out for the first half mile.
Yeah.
Really lay down a marker, get the race under control, and then they can do what they're doing now. So they've really put everything into the top end of this race, haven't they?
They have, and they'll be very pleased with their record to Forley. That gets their names etched into that little yellow book. And then they'll be looking to get their names etched onto the trophy, of course, as their next step.
Possibly with the overall course record on Sunday, but looking at how they're rowing this one at the moment, they are not fussed about any more records. It's a clever way to do it, and conserving a little bit of energy going towards Sunday.
And this will be building their confidence as well, to be able to see Abingdon taking the rate up over there on their right and being able to hold that distance with those long strokes. That's something they'll be able to draw on when they're in tighter races in the later rounds.
Yeah. Showboating in front of the big crowd, just lapping up the applause and paddling to the finish line. And that's all about what they did between Temple Island and Forley, burning off Abingdon in the early stages of this race. And they can afford to dawdle through the second half of the race. And here they come over the line now. From the Buck Station to the finish line here near Henley Town Centre. They've absolutely controlled that race from start to finish. St Paul's looking good and on course to do something special in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup with that win against Abingdon.